Hey everyone, so today we've got something new and cool I want to talk about. This is something coming down the pipe. It's not a project that's actually out yet, but it's a new type of fit-over sunglasses. It's not something we talk about often here because most of my people have multiple pairs, and that's not an issue for them. But I know a lot of people still have only one pair of glasses and no sunglasses, and this is going to be kind of a nice alternative for those. Let's check it out. Alright, so if you are not familiar with fit-over sunglasses, and apparently many of you aren't, this is an option that is kind of in between all of the different things you've got. Of course, you can have a dedicated pair of prescription sunglasses. You can have clip-ons that are either designed to clip on the outer rim of the frame or with magnets custom made for each individual frame, so they can be made for hundreds, but all of these things are fairly costly options. Generally what I covered, but let's not go there today. So what we've got here is a new prototype, and keep in mind this is only a prototype. It is not a finished product, but this is called Fitties Eyewear. They are designed as a fit over. Kind of the story there is, people found an option. They wanted to create some stuff, and that's it. No, I'm kidding. It's much more involved than that. It is a family of eyeglass wearers who were kind of fed up with all of the options of having multiple pairs of sunglasses, how often the sunglasses needed replaced, and, the whole back and forth of having to take off, switch, whatever. These you can just throw on over your regular glasses. Unfortunately for me, I don't fall into the category that these fit with, and I've already discussed that with the designers. Keep that in mind because this is a very first design, a first prototype, and is kind of opening the road to future designs for them. Maybe we can work on that in future iterations, right? The lens material, or not the lens material, I also had a discussion about that, so I'm going to leave that off for now. The frame material on the finished product will be a very high-grade Swiss TR90. I'm told very proprietary for this particular company. That's going to make these super lightweight, very flexible and durable overall, and, kind of a nice, cool look. These are a little bit bold. It's that very fashion-forward, oversized, chunky look. As far as fit, it is pretty good. I think it still needs a little bit of fine-tuning, but the thing there is it's one of the trade-offs with fit-overs. The fit is never going to be perfect because they do have to be large enough to fit around and over the other pair of actual glasses you're wearing. Now, as I mentioned in my case, this doesn't work with actually any of my pairs of glasses, but I have a lot of very large, oversized, chunky materials, thick temples, all the things that don't work with a fit over. I'm going to get into their hinge design here in a little bit because that's pretty innovative, but don't mind me as I can't see anything anymore because I have cross polarization effect because both of these are polarized and everything is black. But anyways, as you can see, I just put on that pair of sunglasses I had in my hand earlier. That is these guys with a little bit thinner temple, a little smaller form factor frame than I generally wear, and these fit beautifully over that and still provide a good bit of coverage. It wraps over very nicely here. As you can see, the actual frame I'm wearing, aside from these, is almost fully hidden except for here. If you had a piece to cover that, and one of their prototype designs actually did have that, so you could not see the glasses behind them at all. The problem there is you get a lot more hitting on the cheek. So they are thinking about all of this, and they're working with a designer that has primarily designed in the past frames for Nike and what was it, Calvin Klein, I believe it was? Yeah. Yes. And it was a husband and wife team, as I mentioned, that founded this project. So, good things there. I always look forward to seeing what that comes up with. But, as I mentioned, the cool factor here, or at least the ease of use factor, is with a fit-over design, you can keep these in the car. They work for you. They work for anybody else that's riding with you. You can have a couple pairs in each car just for somebody to be able to throw on if they need it, or in the ATV, or on the boat, or whatever the case may be. But I mentioned I wanted to get into their hinge design on these, and it's kind of cool because this is a 3D printed prototype, so we don't get to see how everything's going to work in the end, but I do like what they've done here. So your actual hinge clips are top and bottom on these. That's going to give you a kind of a, I don't want to say a breakaway point, but it's a point that a flexible material can actually snap off rather easily without breaking. So you can put these temples back on if it happens to get hit in the wrong way to create an issue there. But kind of twofold there, because these are more top and bottom, that does give you a little bit more room than most fit overs would generally have for the frame to fit around in here. which is one thing that kind of surprised me. As I mentioned, I had trouble finding a frame that fit with these. Here's the thing. These are, I've got it in 6 different colors myself, but these guys don't fit with this. It's just not wide enough to encompass that, and it actually hits right there at that front edge, and it won't sink down anymore into the frame. It's just a few millimeters off on size, it looks like here. Now I'm actually playing with this from being able to go down in there. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker for sure, but I think if that could be shaved down a little bit, it would decrease durability, but it would give you a little bit more fit into larger frames. We'll see how that works out in the long run, but overall, I still think this is a really cool project to check out. Right now, they're still in the Kickstarter phase. I think that actually is just wrapping up as we're getting to the tail end of this video when it's actually launching. But they're looking at a launch date sometime in November from what I could see. And let's just see here real quick. They had a whole lot of cool stuff going on. All right, make sure I wasn't missing any particular parts. Carl Allen was the designer. That's what I missed there. But it is fully funded on Kickstarter, which is one other thing I wanted to check out. Price point on these is going to be around $70 with non-polarized lenses and around $85 with polarized lenses. And they were working with Zeiss for the optics in these, which means they're going to have very good lenses. And I've made some recommendations of my own. We'll see if they follow through with that or not. Always interested in seeing how that's taken. Outside of that, I just wanted to introduce that kind of a cool new product. Like I said, not really up my alley, but I'm sure some of you can benefit from it very much. And I think this is going to be a very good one as far as fit-overs go. Certainly more fashionable than fit-overs we usually see, as most of the fit-overs we see look like you just had cataract or LASIK surgery and they gave you the $2 pair, and that's all you've got. Or even worse, the little plastic drop-ins. Those are always super fun. Oh, or what was that was trending for so long, right? They looked like the little slap bracelets, right? It was sunglasses that looked like slap bracelets. They just came around the face. Oh, so glad that was not a thing. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. That's all I've got on this for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on Fitties. If this is something you could see yourself wearing, or, like I said, even just having it in the car for passengers on occasion when they need it. It's a great thing for glasses wearers overall, because oftentimes maybe they didn't carry that pair of sunglasses with them, and now they're in your car struggling to see as you're going through the beautiful mountains, and they're like, it's too bright, I can't see all the beautiful trees. See you. Okay, I'm done now, I promise. Let me know your thoughts on these. I'll catch you guys next time.